Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strength Spotlight. Today, we are here to discuss a very talked about topic, business impact of high potential development program. I am Neelam, your moderator for today, and I have the pleasure of hosting the remarkable professional Anyuta Dhir. Anyuta
Hello.
is a Hi, Anyuta. Anyuta is a dynamic HR leader who brings together people, culture, and technology using AI, analytics, and automation to help organizations become employers of choice. She has successfully aligned the employee value proposition with companies' values, leading to digital transformation, better employee retention, and stronger workforce. Her efforts in building HR capabilities, promoting diversity and inclusion, and improving employee benefits have set new benchmarks in HR field. Welcome, Anyuta.
Thank you, Neelam.
Yeah.
Thank you
In
so much
today's
for the warm
yeah,
welcome.
right. In today's competitive landscape, nurturing high potential talent is a key to long term success. High potential development programs not only accelerate leadership growth, but also drive organizational innovation and agility. Today, we are going to discuss and gain insights about business impact of high potential development programs. And we will dwell into how these programs shape future leaders, enhance company performance, and create sustainable competitive advantage. Let me begin with the question, why do you believe this topic is particularly relevant for today's business environment? Yes.
Well, it's a hot topic, Neelam, and the topic itself, business impact of high potential development programs, the answer in itself. And this topic is very close to me. If you notice, the opening line of my LinkedIn profile matches with it 100%, which is, you don't build a business, you build people, and then people build the business. And this is a quote by Zig Ziglar, and it resonates with me as empowering professionals to excel and enjoy what they do best while you earn a living. And this topic is particularly relevant as companies strive to build a strong and a long-lasting leadership pipeline that can adapt to future challenges and opportunities, making business sustainable and resilient. And we are actually going through a lot of uncertainty nowadays. In today's rapidly changing business landscape, the need to develop and retain top talent has never been more crucial. With India Inc. also facing intense competition both in the domestic and the global markets, nurturing high potential employees is the key to driving innovation, sustaining growth, and of course, maintaining a competitive edge.
True. Thank you. Thank you for that insightful perspective. Clearly, identifying and developing high potential employee is crucial in today's rapidly changing business landscape. So let's dwell deeper into the identification process itself. What are the key indicators or traits you look for when identifying high potential employees?
While we focus on the ability, basically it's all about consistent performance, exceeding expectations, demonstrating strong leadership qualities, commitments to the company goals, showing agility, quick learning, how they thrive in ambiguous situations, how do they relate to the organization, do they have a sense of ownership? Wherever you have a sense of ownership, you feel you own the business, so you're responsible for what you drive. Do they align well with the company's values and culture? Do they have a clear ambition for more significant challenges that the business brings them their way? So these are the things that kind of identify high potential employees.
Surely those indicators are very essential for spotting a potential talent. However, the challenge often lies in ensuring that these identification process is fair and unbiased. So,
Yes.
how can an organization ensure a fair and unbiased identification process for high potential talent? If you could share some light on it.
This is more about a top down approach, and a lot to do with the culture of an organization. So to ensure fairness and avoid biases, organizations should implement a structured and a transparent identification process. So these things include data driven assessments, gather input from multiple stakeholders, so that you're not just relying on one perspective about the potential candidate. We also need to establish clear criterias that align with the business objectives, and people who are getting assessed should know that these criterias are what we need to meet to be able to get there. Also, this is the one aspect, but the other aspect is for the regular training of unbiased, conscious, unconscious bias. Sorry for that. For those involved in the selection process is also crucial, right? Because they need to know how they get biased and what is it that kind of forces them, or has a particular outlook coming out about a particular perception. So they need to be conscious of that, and that's why the unconscious bias training is very important. And additionally, it's also important to create an environment, the way I said, where diverse talents feel valued. It's a safe space. They know it's an open door policy. They know that they are supported, and they can, express what they want to do and how they can impact the business. So these are the places, where how high potentials are identified and they feel inclusive. So these are the aspects that an organization can focus on to be able to get there.
Sure, absolutely. That is absolutely a very critical consideration. Even with the best processes, in place, we sometimes see high potential employees leaving organization. So if you can just show some light, what are some common reasons high potential employees leave organization?
Now that we're focusing on high potential, I will focus on that perspective. But it's like a thumb rule, It's about people don't see they see lack of career growth opportunities. They want to be treated with respect for the value that they're bringing. They don't get sufficient recognition. So insufficient recognition, leads to frustration. There's a lot of misalignment between personal values and company culture. That's a big one. That takes away a lot. Then feeling undervalued due to lack of investment in their development, and burnout from excessive workloads, poor work-life balance kind of eats up people, So sometimes they even sit and wonder whether I am earning to live or living to earn. So that, and when I, kind of turn back and look at my own career trajectory, I have consistently sought out opportunities for growth and expansion. And that's the ultimate goal of any professional. And the places where I've stayed the longest are those that provided just that to me. And I can also give you instances where, I was not provided that. I carved out my own path. And what led me going was learning. So learning has always been my guiding principle. And I've gained insights from various schools of thoughts that have profoundly impacted me. So I can talk about landmark education worldwide. Its studies is rooted on ontological science and has been transformational in shaping my approach to personal and professional development. And why go far? Let's talk about strength masters yourselves, right? So what you do is you focus on empowering strengths of individuals, and that's what you do. You kind of go and assess people's competencies and what are the best in them, and then you coach them, and then you give them that experiential learning opportunities, and that's how you grow that. And that has a profound impact on thriving workplaces and nurturing talent, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Strength also plays a very significant role, But having said that, it is clear that retention is a significant challenge. To address this, development programs play a very vital role. Yes. What are the most, according to you, or maybe you can share some insight about it, what are the most effective development programs or strategies for nurturing high potential employees?
So the most effective development programs combine structured learning with the real world experiences. Schools are there, colleges are there, kids come out, interns come out. They already know the bookish knowledge, but everybody is hungering for real life examples. So like the MasterCard says, you can't value for everything else. There's MasterCard, but some things are priceless, and this falls in that category, right? So what I would look at it as rotational training programs that expose high potential employees to different functions, leadership trainings, and stretch assignments that challenge people's capabilities are particularly effective. And then the sense of achievement is just the adrenaline rush is just, it takes you to a different level altogether. Tailoring development plans to individual strengths, which is again your core forte, right? And focusing on that area of improvement while aligning them with the company's strategic goals can also maximize impact. Regular feedback and performance reviews are essential. Sometimes we keep it limited to our, annual appraisal cycles or quarterly appraisals. But what I feel is one conversation per week can create, a very high impact for the performer and the manager. So my suggestion would be like people should talk and talk professional, of course. Combine structured learning with real world experiences. That's what I told you. So these are the aspects that we can focus on to nurturing high potential employees.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very true. And absolutely, the development programs lay the foundation, as you clearly mentioned. But mentorship and coaching can also make a significant difference. So if you could share some light, show some light on how can a mentorship and coaching be integrated into development plans for high potential employees?
Sure. Mentorship and coaching are vital components of any high potential plan. Pairing high potential employees with seasoned leaders as mentors provides them with guidance, support, and insights that are crucial for their growth. So this is similar to how we hear it in our households, that pairing of grandparents with the grandchildren is the best way because they both complement each other's needs, right? So in a professional setup, leaders with these high potentials is a win-win situation because you retain the intellect content of the organization within the organization. You are creating a pipeline, you're creating smart workforce, and you're also bringing in new insights to the same way of working, with the new blood coming into the organization. Additionally, regular coaching sessions focus on developing specific skills or addressing challenges can accelerate their readiness for leadership roles. And I know Strength Masters know that best. And it's important to create formal mentorship programs with clear objectives and outcomes to ensure this effectiveness. And I know you guys master the art.
Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. That's wonderful. Sure. Absolutely. Mentoring and coaching are indeed powerful tools, as you have mentioned, and we also do it in Strength Masters. So in addition to these innovative benefits and incentives can be key to retention. So what are some innovative benefits or incentives that have proven effective in retaining high potential employees? If you could show some.
Yeah, that's a good one because, even when we do an assessment or maybe an employee satisfaction surveys, it's not always the pay aspect that, employees are looking for. So innovative benefits such as personalized career development plans, opportunities for international assignments is a big one, flexible working arrangements. We are all getting into a gig workforce kind of a setup. And I don't think the India Inc. is just on realizing that, but we've already dived very deep into that aspect. And these aspects have proven really effective in retaining high potential employees. Additionally, offering equity or stock options, recognition programs that highlight their contributions, and a clear path to leadership roles can motivate them to stay, because everybody ultimately wants to grow. So if we give them that opportunity and a pathway, why would not people stay? And last but not the least, the kaizens, the providing continuous learning opportunities and fostering a culture of innovation, which I mentioned, and where they can contribute meaningfully and also play a crucial role. They can play a crucial role in retaining the workforce, and also the biggest one is recognition, acknowledgement. So that goes a long way.
Right, right. Those are absolutely excellent strategies for retention, for sharing. Thank you for sharing such an, meticulously all these retention strategies and, with points. But now, how do organizations know if their efforts are, truly paying off? So how can an organization measure the success of their high potential identification and development programs?
So this is where analytics come in, and how organizations are managing their data becomes very critical. Success can be measured by tracking the retention rates of high potential employees, their progression within the organization over a period of time, their contributions to key business outcomes. Apart from that, additionally, regular assessments of their performance, feedback from mentors and managers, and surveys measuring their engagement and satisfaction levels can also provide valuable insights. The ultimate indicator of success in the ability of is the ability of the organization to fill critical leadership roles internally with the talent from the high potential pool. So that will be a major giveaway, where organizations would be able to know that their development programs have been a success.
Wonderful, wonderful. Truly, truly, measuring success is crucial, but not every organization has extensive resources to dedicate to these programs. So, if you could share, what advice would you give to small or medium-sized businesses that may not have the extensive resources for high potential talent development programs?
For small and medium businesses, the focus should be on creating a culture of continuous learning and providing growth opportunities, even if resources are limited. And that's a big win for these young organizations. In a bigger, larger organizations, people are specialized in their roles, and everybody is doing very niche contribution, very specific ones. The biggest advantage lies, and if anybody wants to learn, are these young organizations where one person wears multiple hats. Likewise, personalized development plans, cross-functional projects, and access to external training or online courses can be very effective. When I say online courses, we are sitting in the era of digital learning. I mean, it's endless out there. We all know that with the MOOCs and the Coursera's, the Cambridges and the Oxfords have become a household conversation. It's also important to foster strong relationships between the leadership and the high potential employees, providing them with regular feedback, and mentorship is something there. Having town hall sessions and the way you can have a coffee with the CEO kind of an outing, so those kind of conversations are very, very crucial. Apart from that, I already told you, leveraging technology and forming partnerships with educational institutions for development programs can also be very cost-effective strategies, where the organization and the individual can bear the expenses, and then the individual can be retained in the organization for a little longer time. That's the motivation for people to stay. So I think it's not always about money, it's just about strategy and how we want to look at nurturing our talent.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not always about money. It's definitely the strategy and how we implement those programs. So these are very, very practical insights, and it's very evident that whether large or small, every organization can take step to develop and retain their high potential employee, ensuring sustained success and growth.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So that brings me to the towards the end of this discussion. So it is clear that nurturing high potential talent is a critical investment in an organization's future. From identifying key traits to implementing effective development programs and retention strategies, each step is vital in shaping the future leaders and driving long term success. We have seen how these efforts contribute to the leadership growth and a sustainable competitive advantage. For also small and medium sized businesses, the key takeaway is that even with the limited resources, a focused approach to developing high potential talent can yield significant benefits. So I would like to thank you, Anyuta, for sharing your valuable insight. And thanks to everyone joining us today. We hope that this session is informative and inspiring as you think about your future leaders in your organization. So until next time, Take care and continue to invest in your people. They are your greatest assets. If you have any questions, please reach out to us on LinkedIn or drop an email to neelam@strengthsmasters.com. Thank you all. We now conclude. And I would like to thank you once again, Anyuta, for coming and having a discussion with us. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
So
you.
we'll be yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Anyuta. Have a great day. And we'll be concluding
Thank you
today's
so much.
session.
Sure. Bye bye. Bye bye.